Hi viewers, my name is Lena Ndakevonjo
And I am Michelina Vatises.
and welcome yet to another exciting edition of the Erongo Talk. Today we are joining you here from the Swakopmund Museum.
Definitely, that's right, Liana. So, Liana, can you tell me and the viewers what we can expect in today's episode?
Okay, well, on today's episode, you can expect some exciting news headlines, some front pages, some blasts from the past as well. We'll also be telling you more about what's on, which is basically about what are the events that are happening this month in Swakopmund, as well as we'll bring you also some weather and tides, some exciting music at the end, so you guys wouldn't want to miss this episode of today's Erongo Talk.
Definitely, I agree with you, Liana. So today we'll be speaking to Nadine Kohlstaedt, who will be telling us about the recent 70th birthday celebration of the museum. I think that's a long time, Liana. And the bless of the past that you mentioned, will be also speaking. Monica Kavises will be joining us for the bless of the past. Now, I think, Liana, museums are very important in every town, or if we can try and have museums in every town, because that is where us, the born frees, as they say, learn about our past before we were even born. Don't you think, Liana?
Yes, exactly. You're right. And talking about the museum, I must say this museum in Swakopmund has been here for so many years. I mean, if you can come by, you'll find some historical statues.
Definitely.
You'll find all sorts of them here. So I'll actually invite anybody to come visit this place because you would see a lot. And you won't actually regret it.
Definitely. And I think what's nice is it's just not bound to Namibia, but also history about other countries. So I think it's really broad. And if you'd like, as Liana said, if you'd like to find out more about maybe your past, then just stop by here at the Swakopmund Museum.
Yes, exactly. You are right.
So stay tuned. We'll be right back. The calendar day for today is Roots Day. So if you'd want to know more about what Roots Day is, stay tuned. In our news for today, the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture handed over a newly renovated school structure at Dibasan High School in Okombahe on 6 December. Now, the project funded by the African Development Bank through its Education and Quality Improvement Project, the infrastructure renovated at a cost of 24 million, which includes 2 hostels, 14 classrooms, 1 science laboratory, and a generator set and water tank. According to the school's principal, Ausbert Ziboli, the renovated structures have been standing idle for 30 years. Now, the principal says that the facilities were burned down many years ago during the fight for independence, and ever since the structures could not be used as it was not safe. It was a struggle to get funding, and today we are grateful for the government and the AFDP, and he urges that the learners should take care of the facilities. Now, the education director of the Erongo region, Aaron Frida Stefana, said that the renovations are indication of the ministry's efforts to provide quality education to the Namibian child. Moving on to our second story, the Namibia Media Holdings NMH, which is the largest media company in Namibia, every year invites learners to apply for a bursary for undergraduate studies in journalism, digital marketing, and television production. The bursary funds students in journalism, media studies, digital marketing, graphic design, and television production, and varies from year to year, but journalism, media studies, communication remains constant. A strong academic record is essential for those hoping to be awarded a corporate bursary. In addition, having evidence of extracurricular achievement, particularly in relation to your field of interest, is advantageous. It is therefore imperative to have an academic plan during your secondary school studies to ensure you are adequately prepared to be an eligible candidate for this very competitive applicant. In order for students to be eligible for the bursary, they need to have Namibian citizenship, acceptance of provisional acceptance for full-time studies at a recognized SADC institution of higher learning, a minimum requirement of 27 points in 5 subjects on NSSC O level, and grade 11 2021 academic year of first year at an institution or higher learning. Moving on to our third and last story for today, a group of 16 students in a marine engineering degree program at the University of Science and Technology, in partnership with a Finnish university, are left stranded due to a lack of funding for them to complete their studies for 24 months in Finland. This program was designed through the Mirabilis project in 2015 and commenced in 2019 in partnership with the Satakunta University of Applied Sciences. The project was funded by the Finnish government to the tune of 11 million and aims to satisfy a wider spectrum of maritime education and training needs in Namibia. If you'd like to read more of these stories and many more, please visit our website at www.erongo.com.na. Vir onze voorblad nuus vandag. Nou hier sien ons op die Republikeinse voorblad 3 foto's waar 7 bome op die plaas Guinasee in binne 10 minute deur 'n sterk storm verwoes en sommige ontwortel. Nou Sonja de Jager wat op Guinas plaas bly sê, sy kan nie die gevoel beskryf nie. Ek wil dit nooit weer oor hê nie. Ek staan in die huis en die bome om my huis ontwortel, die takke breek en land op my dak en ek weet nie waar my man is nie, omdat hy op die lande besig is. Nou de Jager egpaar boer op die plaas Guinasee, wat by die Guinas meer naby Tsumeb gelê is. Haar man was maandag op die lande besig toe hy die weer sien aankom. My man het gesê die wolke was donkerblou en spierwit in die middel. Hy het toe geweet dit bring huil. Nou net aan die onderkant van die tweede storie wat deur Adam Hartman in Swakopmund geskryf is die stiller vakansie aan die kus. Nou die impak van COVID-19 plaas 'n demper op die vakansiestemming aan die kus. Mense is moeg vir COVID-19 en al die gepaardgaande uitdagings wat hulle oor die afgelope 2 jaar ervaar het. Die Desember vakansie bied 'n geleentheid om te vergeet en te ontspan terwyl die son, see en sand langs Namibië se kus geniet kan word. Die kus is bekend daarvoor dat dit die ideale beproefde vakansiebestemming is. Vanjaar se vakansieboei is egter anders, meestal as gevolg van mense se geldsakke. Die vakansiegangers draai hulle sente om weens die pandemie en die meeste vakansiegangers is plaaslik omdat talle buitelandse toeriste asook van die buurlande verkies om tuis te bly. Lena, what do we have on the Namibian Sun's front page?
Well, on the Namibian Sun's front page, we have an article by Jamima Bekes, which says the Fisher Dream Team. Well, with less than 15 years combined experience as admitted legal practitioners between them, the trio were unlikely choices to represent the men who have been put behind bars for the biggest corruption scandal Namibia has ever seen. Well, on this article, we have a catchy picture with the accused. We have Gilroy Casper, Trevor Brokerhoff, and Florian Bakers, who are representing 6 of the men implicated in the fish rod scandal. Moving on, we have another story by Ohone, which says, Agribus Dev workers demand MD's removal. Well, Agribus Dev employees are demanding the removal of acting managing director Bafina Antindi, saying since she joined the entity, she has done little to turn the embattled company's fortune around. Antindi was appointed to replace former MD, the late Petrus Uwanga, in June 2020. So how does it look on the front page of the Algemeen?
So the first story is about a robbery on a farm where thieves shot some animals dead, including one valuable bull, and stole the meat, causing damage of up to 200,000 Namibian dollars. I must say that's a lot of money, Liana.
Yes,
And then in the upper
is.
right corner, they report on the robbery at the Woermanbroek in Walvis Bay, estimating the damage again at only 12,100 Namibian dollars. And then in the lower right corner, it is reported on new COVID cases, which rose for amount of 252 yesterday, and which indicates an increase. So the minister Shangala says that the spread of false information on vaccines has to stop. This myths of saying that vaccines make you infertile. So I think it is important for us to be responsible citizens and only to spread and share proper factual news.
So today we celebrate the 70th birthday of the Swakopmund Museum. It was founded exactly 70 years ago on the 17th of December of 1951 by Dr. Alfons Weber, who was a dentist, and this is part of his old dentistry. I'm glad I didn't live those times. He competed in a competition from the Swakopmund municipality of those years. The idea was to promote a program that is supporting the Christmas season in Swakopmund. And his idea was to have a local museum of history and culture and natural history displayed there. And he was awarded the prize together with a lady from Windhoek, and they had to share the £10 that time. And then this is what happened out of it. The museum started in the shed of Dr. Alfons Weber, but he liked to collect everything. So soon the shed became too small, and they came the museum building, which was the old Imperial Customs building, was bombed out in World War II, and the municipality and donors rebuilt the building, and since then the Swakopmund Museum is housed here where it is now.
Okay, and what is planned for today?
Today we want to make the museum open to everyone. We want to invite everyone to the museum. Often people think the museum is only for tourists or just for German people, and we want to show the people that the museum, the Swakopmund Museum, is really for everyone. There's something interesting for everyone. The children, the little boys love the cars, the people like the old-fashioned, the stones, the animals. It's very fascinating to see the baby elephant. Then we've got the people of Namibia Hall, where all the different cultures are being displayed. We want to foster intercultural understanding. That is the idea behind it. And there's quite a lot of interesting bits and pieces in the Swakopmund Museum. We've got some new exhibitions, like the geology exhibition was recently developed. Then we have the paleontological exhibition, which has some new information and some new objects. So even if you've been to the Swakopmund Museum before, I think it's really worthwhile to come here again. We also want to make people aware that the Swakopmund Museum is part of the Scientific Society Swakopmund, to which also the Sam Cohen Library and the archives belong. So we've got some books on display in the front of the museum building as well. The museum is open from 10 to 5 every day, and today as well. But today everybody is welcome to enter for free.
Okay, but it's just for Germans, right?
No, the museum is for everyone. The museum is in English. We have the animal names also in other languages. All the information is available in Namibian languages. And it's interesting for the Namibians to see where they're coming from. I've got the lady that is working for me at home. I took her to the museum and she was very honored to see that the Oshavambo culture is displayed in the museum and that she can recognize some things and that it's worth showing to other people. Because what we do here is we show our fellow Namibians how we live, but we also show foreigners of what the Namibian culture, what the Namibian nature, what the Namibian scientific work entails.
Okay. And from what eras or topics are the sites here?
So the Swakopmund Museum started with donations, so it's built on donations. So we've got quite a lot of a variety of topics. We've got some colonial area objects, we've got pre-colonial area objects, and we've got recent objects that show how people are living now. Then also we had a taxidermist this year that helped us renew some of the animals. So it's really worth looking at.
Okay. How has COVID impacted the well-being of the museum?
Obviously, it's been a huge negative impact for the whole scientific society, Swakopmund, especially to the museum. We had quite a lot of reduction of visitors, and then obviously with the lockdowns, we were not allowed to operate at all. And our main income source is, of course, visitors to the museum. Even though the entrance fees are quite low, it's 30 per adult and $10 Namibian for children, and for groups it's even cheaper. For members of the Scientific Society, Swakopmund, it's for free. But the great reduction of visitors greatly impacted us. We normally have also Namibian school children coming here in great groups. And this year, unfortunately, that was also not possible. We normally invite school children for free to the museum during Heritage Week. We've got an interesting project for the children always. For example, some years ago, we went with them a tour through the museum, and then we went to the recycling plant. And we have quite a lot of interesting activities for children, but unfortunately this year, due to COVID, we were not able to do that. So it's been a monetary impact, but also an impact on the things that we wanted to do. We wanted to do a night in the museum for the children. And all those, also a kind of career fair, everybody was excited about that and we had to cancel that. But we did the best we could. We had less talks and lectures and films than we usually have. But we had, for example, the Science Week 2 weeks ago, where we showed films, we did little scientific experiments, and that was also well received by the public. But we're very sad that we cannot accommodate more people in these times.
So what's planned for the next 70 years?
Well, the museum, we want to stay up to date and contemporary. So we've got a YouTube channel, we've got Facebook where we regularly upload information. So we go with the times. we have many ideas of other special exhibitions and new exhibitions, how to update and how to complement the information we have at the moment. But of course, money is a big problem. We're very, very reliant on kind donations to the Scientific Society Swakopmund, that we can keep paying the salaries and that we can keep preserving the objects we have in the museum and in the library and in the archives, and that we can go with the times and add some new things to the museum. So we would be really happy to get some financial support in any way. Information about the Scientific Society Swakopmund in the museum is on the website. Then we've got the YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, and then also if people are interested to know what we are doing, we've got a news group, email group, where we send regular emails out to people, and then we also have a WhatsApp group, so that for people that quickly forget what's going on or they want to be up to date what's happening, they're welcome to send their number to us and become part of those groups.
Okay, how can I donate?
On the website of the Scientific Society Swakopmund, there's our banking details for Namibians. We've got a Namibian banking account, and then also if foreigners want to donate, we have an account in Germany as well. So the information is available there. Or just give me a phone call and I'll give the details.
Do you maybe have a teaser for the special exhibitions coming up?
Like a little video or something?
No, like
that I tell
just
you about?
what we can expect.
Okay, so the Swakopmund exhibition that was done 4 years ago for the 125th birthday of Swakopmund was a bit general, and we will go into a bit more detail of the time between 1900 and 1910 to detail what it meant to the people of Swakopmund and the indigenous people, the developments that happened that time. Swakopmund was a hub of the German colony of German Deutsch Südwestafrika at that time, and of course development is sometimes on the backs of some people, and that information will be shared there.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. That's a lot of information. Do you want to maybe say goodbye or something, or one last Abschiedsformel?
I would like to say hello and welcome everybody to the Swakopmund Museum. We are open every day, also during the weekends, from 10 to 5. The only days that we will be closed this festive season is 24th, 25th, 31st of December and the 1st of January. Otherwise, whenever there's bad weather in Swakopmund or the fish is not biting, come to the Swakopmund Museum.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much.
With me here is the lovely Mrs. Monica Kavises, and she is retiring from her position as the Circuit Inspector for Walvis Bay, Education Circuit Inspector. Ms. Kavises, it's sad to see you go, but how are you feeling now that you are retiring?
Leandri, first of all, thanks for coming. As I'm on the verge to exit my education career, I have to inform you that I've served the Namibian nation, and in particular education sector at large, to the best of my ability.
Yes, definitely.
Today, I'm excited, I'm delighted, and feel victorious.
Yes.
I've achieved most of my goals and dreams fulfilled by God's given purpose in the education sector. I've done my part successfully and played my role to the best of my ability. I was blessed with the wonderful staff members, especially the school principals, very proactive people.
Yes.
Hardworking and dedicated staff members. In a nutshell, Leandri, I was associated with successful academics.
Yes.
Yeah, I have also to inform you that I have a sound relationship with my principals, really, for the past 40 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely, Mr. Kabisi, you could see it when you were walking around at the schools or doing inspecting. You could definitely see it. Now, Mr. Kabisi, what are your plans now that you are retired?
I will hang around in Holfies Bay, maybe for the rest of the year, but definitely at the end of the day, I will move to the farm
Yes.
to join my husband at the farm. Yeah, maybe in the next years,
Yes.
coming years, I will be a farmer's wife.
Yes. And do some well needed resting.
Definitely.
Now, Ms. Gavi says, just looking over your career, what were some of the challenges you experienced as education circuit inspector?
Yeah, I had a few that I would like to share with you.
Yes, please, ma'am.
One, especially in Wolfies Bay, is the shortage of classrooms
Yes.
that we were struggling with. Overcrowded classrooms in Wolfies Bay at large.
Yes.
And definitely we need in Wolfies Bay 3 fully fledged primary schools and at least 2 primary schools. What a big challenge also for me was the parents
Yes.
that could not manage to enroll their children on time. Parents will flock to the office at the end of the day for enrollment,
Yes.
which was a challenge for us, especially at the beginning of the year.
Yes.
Just to inform you, Leandri, we are the office will be busy actually the region will be busy with enrollments. They will start at the 27th, I think it's a Tuesday,
Yes.
with the grade 1s.
Aha.
And 28th, the Wednesday,
Yes.
with the pre-primary, and Thursday, the 29th,
Yes.
the grade 8s will be enrolled. So I
this
would like
month.
this month in July. So I would like to urge the parents to enroll at time.
Yes.
And at the correct time, please.
Yes, definitely. Now, also looking aside from the challenges, what were some of your highlights, your achievements as circuit inspector?
I've managed
Yes.
many things.
Yes.
I've fulfilled my dreams, as I've informed you.
Yes, yes.
One of my biggest challenges is schools. 3 schools were opened since I became a principal. We have the High Hope Primary School that we opened recently. Seaside Primary School was also opened while I was an inspector here in Wolfish Bay. And Tutaleni High School was also opened. Newly constructed schools in Wolfish Bay. I also managed, Leandri, to approach the previous MD of Namport Masapisin Ura.
Yes.
And they assisted us with 4 classrooms at Seaside Primary School.
Yes.
I've also to express my sincere gratitude to Namport.
Aha. Yeah, nee, I remember, ma'am. You were very proactive during your time.
Yeah.
Now, please tell us, what is your message to your predecessor, who's going to take over or fill your shoes, which I presume is very difficult to fill, and your message to the community out there?
You know, in this unprecedented times of COVID, I would first like to inform you that the post of the inspector was advertised. And it will be filled soon. But luckily, my colleague here at the office for the past 7 years, Mr. Joseph Martin, will act in the meantime.
Okay.
He knows all the ins and outs of this office. And then also the colleagues at the schools,
Yes.
I would like to inform them to keep safe. This is not a good period, the difficult times. Wash their hands, especially the parents and the learners. And I would like to urge the parents to take care of their children. Not all the children are gifted academically.
Yes.
Most of them, or some of them actually, have to do things with their own hands.
Yes.
So the parents must stand behind their children and support them throughout their career.
Cool. Now, just final and a last words, just gratitude. Is there anyone you would like to thank you, perhaps?
Yeah, I would like to thank the Heavenly Father
Yes.
that had carried me through all those 40 years in education. And definitely my late boss, Mr. John Abasep,
Yes.
my current boss, Mrs. Stefanis, and the whole regional management team, my principals, my staff members here at the office, as well as the parents community of Walvis Bay. I would like to thank them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ms. Gabises, for speaking to us. Although you already retired yesterday, we thank you so much for speaking to us, and I wish you all the best for your future
Thank you,
endeavors.
Leandri. I really do appreciate it.
Vir ons sport nuus vandag. Nou hier agter op die Republikein sien ons fittes in die Namib was uitmerkelen van deur Adam Hartman op Swakopmund geskryf is. Nou die Imerke wilde fittes in die Namib kompetisie in Swakopmund was laas Vrydag en Saterdag opnuut 'n treffer vir CrossFit gemeenskap van oral in die land. Nou altesaame 83 spanne het deelgeneem van so ver as Suid-Afrika. Die kompetisie oor 2 dae vir spanne van 2 is by die Mole en by die Veneta Atletiek Stadium afgehandel aangebied deur CrossFit Swakopmund en Skeleton Coast CrossFit in samewerking met Connect People to People. Die eerste dag se 2 stelle oefensessies is by die Mole gehou om uithou vermoë en krag uithou vermoë as die hooftoets. Eerste was die Shongolo Loa, 'n 1 uur fiksheid toets waarin die atlete 'n 5 km roete heen en weer moes hardloop en daarna 500 meter in die see swem. Nou beide atlete van elke span moes die afstande voltooi. Die tweede oefensessie was die Mad Max van 25 minute op die strand en in die water waar atlete rondes op die kajak en 2 verskillende kombinasies van bewegings met die kettlebell gewig moes voltooi. Op dag 2 by die Veneta Stadium het nog 3 fiksheidstoetse voorgelê, waarna net die top 10 van elke afdeling tot die finale ronde deurgedrink het. Nou in ons tweede storie is dit deur Andrew Pulma geskryf. Griekwas bied Retief 'n nuwe hoofstuk. Nou die Namibiese slot Johan Retief het hom die afgelope weke by tafel Laka Griekwas as sy nuwe werkgewer aangesluit. Die rugbyspan van Kimberley het die 26-jarige Namibier se dienste bekom nadat hy sedert 2018 vir die Pikke in die Varsity beker en die Leopards in die Currie-beker eerste liga gespeel het. Retief oudskolier van Windhoek Gymnasium was ook 'n lid van Namibië se wêreldbekerspan in 2019 in Japan. Nou hy het verlede maand tydens die wêreldrugby Stellenbosch uitdagstoernooi teen Kenia en Zimbabwe in sy 13de en 14de toetse gespeel sedert sy debuut in Junie 2017. Lena, what sports news do we have on the Namibian Sun's back page?
Okay, well, on the Namibian Sun's back page, we have an article by Limba which says, think out of the box. These are words actually that are said by Freddie Muya, the NSC Freddie Muya urges local federation to always think out of the box. The chief administrator of the Namibian Sports Commission, Freddie Muya, says it is important for sport federation to commercialize their activities because funding might be a challenge in the future. Muya was responding to a question from Namibian Sun as to what federation can do to improve various sport codes in the country in the coming years. So you can find this article and more of what Freddie Muya said in the Namibian Sun for today. Moving on to the second story, which is the international news, we have the Cameroon Football Federation President Samuel Eto'o has made a strong claim as to why the upcoming Africa Cup of Nations should not be postponed. With the tournament set to start in a few weeks, there have been several rumors that CAF Executive Committee was set to meet in Qatar to discuss the potential postponement or cancellation of AFCON 2021. Moving on to our third and final story, we have Eddie from Arsenal, who scored a hat-trick as much change Arsenal matched into the League Cup semi-finals by beating Sunderland 5-1 on Tuesday. And that brings us to the end of our sports news for today.
Hi viewers, welcome to What's On, where we inform you about all the events taking place this month. Now for this week, we'll be focusing on the events taking place from the 20th till the 26th of December. Now first up on our events list, we have the Hobby 14 Nationals at Walvis Bay Yacht Club. And for inquiries, you can contact 0811 294 293 or 085 124 9591. The second event that will be taking place from the 20th to the 22nd is the Buddha Sport at Laxat in Haines Bay. So you can contact 081 277 65752 for inquiries. Again, on the 22nd, we have the all-day market at Tiger Reef in Swakopmund, and for inquiries, you can contact 0811 290029. Moving on, we have the carols by candlelight at Laxat in Haines Bay. You can contact 081 277 65752. On that same 22nd, we have a third event, which is a Safari Den and Spa Golf Day in Haines Bay. And for inquiries, you can contact 085 75 99972. Moving on the 22nd till the 23rd, we have the Laser Nationals at Walvis Bay Yacht Club. And for inquiries, you can contact 0811 294293 or you can contact 085 124 9591. On that same day, we have the Pupkowitz Foundation Athletics Championship at Swakopmund Vineta Stadium. And for inquiries, you can contact 081 2939978. Moving on, we are moving to the 22nd to the 24th. We have the night market at here, Gilns Mall in Walvis Bay. And for inquiries, you can contact 0811 555 829. Moving on, we have the golfer non-golfer day in Haines Bay. And for inquiries, you can contact 085 75 99972. On that same day, we have the Kiddies Christmas tree at the Guanicontas. And for inquiries, you can contact 064 405 979 or 064 405 976. On the 26th of December, we have the offshore race at the Walvis Bay Yacht Club. And for inquiries, you can contact 0811 294293 or 085 124951. We also have the 34th Hangwan Angling Bonanza in Henty's Bay. And for inquiries, you can contact 081-2409-328 or you can contact 081-285-6304. We also have a live entertainment here at the Dunes Mall in Walvis Bay, and you can contact 0811 555 829. The last event we have is the 26th to the 29th, which is the Christmas Cup at SFC in Swakopmund, and you can contact 081 3384 720 or 081 4230 687. And that was it for your What's On.
And now it's time for the weather. In today's weather, Walvis Bay expects a maximum temperature of 20 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 14 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius expected for tomorrow. The wind is expected in a westerly direction up to 13 kilometers per hour. The sun rose this morning at 14 minutes past 6 and will set at 13 minutes to 8 this evening. Your first high tide of the day was at 47 minutes past 5. Your first low tide of the day passed just now at 11:38. Your last high tide of the day is at 8 minutes to 6 this evening. And your last low tide of the day is at 11 minutes to midnight. Kevin, how's it looking in Swakopmund?
Actually quite similar today. The maximum will be 19 degrees. Tomorrow the minimum will be 14 and the maximum also 19 degrees. The wind is also coming from a westerly direction at 11 km/h, and the sunrise was at 6:15, the sundown at 19:47. The first high tide was at 5:48, the first low tide at 11:38. The next high tide will be at 17:53, and the next low tide close to midnight at 23:49. What's it like in
Henty's Bay?
Henty's Bay.
So Henty's Bay, we're going to start off with the tides because the only thing that really matters in Henty's Bay at this time of year is the tides. So your first high tide of the day was at 10 minutes to 6 this morning. Your first low tide of the day was at 20 minutes to 12 this morning. Your last high tide of the day is at 5 minutes to 6 this evening. And your last low tide of the day is 9 minutes to midnight. Maximum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius expected for Henty's Bay today, with a minimum of 14 and a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius expected for tomorrow. The wind is expected in a southerly direction up to 9 kilometers per hour. Sun rose this morning in Henty's Bay at 17 minutes past 6 and is expected to set at 13 minutes to 8 this evening. Kevin, we're moving further inland. How's Arandis looking?
Amazing. Yes, Arandis is looking at a hot day at 27 degrees. Could be warmer. But tomorrow the maximum will be 28 degrees and the minimum 9 degrees. Wind also coming from a westerly direction at 13 kilometers per hour. And the first and last sunrise today was at 6:14 and the sundown will be at 19:44.
Lovely.
And what's the vibe at Usakos?
Usakos expects a maximum temperature of 34 degrees Celsius for today, with a minimum of 9 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 35 degrees Celsius for tomorrow. The wind is expected in a westerly direction at about 13 kilometers per hour. Sunrise was this morning at 12 minutes past 6 and sunset is expected at 19 minutes to 8 this evening. How's Karibib looking, Kevin?
Karibib now really teaches us what hot means at 34 degrees maximum today. Tomorrow a maximum of 35 degrees is expected and a minimum of 9 degrees. The wind is coming from west-northwesterly direction at 15 kilometers per hour, and the sunrise was at 6:11 and the sundown will be at 1940.
Okay,
What's
lovely.
Umaruru like today and tomorrow?
Last but not least, Omaruru expects a maximum temperature of 34 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 9 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 35 degrees Celsius expected for tomorrow. The wind is expected in a west-northwesterly direction at about 13 kilometers per hour. Sunrise was this morning at 12 minutes past 6 and sunset is expected at 38 minutes past 7 this evening. And that concludes our weather. Thanks for joining me, Kevin.
All right. Looking forward to see what it's like on Christmas.
Hi everyone, Leandra Lau here from Team Erongo Talk and your Team Erongo 24/7. And I would just like to wish everyone a Merry festive season, a Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2022, hopefully without COVID-19. We're keeping our fingers crossed. It was a tough year, it has been a tough 2 years, but just a message for the new year is let us keep the spirit, the Namibian spirit that we've been showcasing the past 2 years of being there for each other, of being resilient, of being determined, of thinking outside of the box. It was amazing to see that despite the challenges thrown at us, we were thriving. And I hope that each one of us takes that spirit with us into the next year. Now with the festive season here, it's important that we please stay safe and we please are responsible when we're on the roads. Let's not drink and drive. Let us be on the lookout for the next person on our roads. It's important that we always look after each other, and it's important that we keep safe, especially during this turbulent times. So please stay safe. Let's be responsible. Let's spread the love. Let's be caring like we always are, and we will see each other again next year. Bye-bye.
Unfortunately, we've come to the end of our lovely episode for today, but don't
That's
fear
right.
you not. You'll be seeing our lovely faces for the remaining days of December and also to January. So we will be togetherness. We'll be really togetherness later.
Exactly, that's right. And for more news headlines or any sports updates, visit our website at www.erongo.com.na. And if you have any story that's going around in your community, or any story that you've had anywhere else, you can as well contact us via our WhatsApp number at 08117 00040. Guys, remember, take care of yourself. It's a festive season. continue wearing those masks, keep on sanitizing those hands, because nobody is safe until everyone is safe. Remember that as always.
Definitely. And we'll be also bringing you a song just now by Lisa Ellis titled Happy. So Lena, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I mean,
Let us go with our pizza in the sea. Bye guys.
This is the best.
Just give me your heart, I won't make it break. Gazalalilam, gazalalilam. Just give me your heart, I won't make it break. Gazalalilam, gazalalilam. Streets are pretty empty. My heart used to be full. I would like to feel again what I felt with you. Happy, 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 happy. Come on, my love, show me how to feel again. Come on, my so perfect, something really changed. My eyes are full of tears again. Your eyes so make you happy,
just open your heart, nikupoka haka. Yekulukile mbeti chomu ya jomagade. Just open your heart, nikupoka haka. Yekulukile mbeti chomu ya jomagade. Tambula mumetitimu, mumuno kalila. Kelera mumetitimu, mumuno gadira. Yekuno chipwena, yekuno chidira. Siranjo chimkwiro, fit me, siranjo chikwira. Just open your heart, nikupoka. Nikulukile mbeti chomu ya jomagade. Just open your heart, nikupoka. Nikulukile mbeti chomu ya jomagade. Streets are pretty empty. My heart used to be full.